had my mother removed from my wedding. My mother is a momzilla, someone who is controlling and overbearing when it comes to my wedding. I've had to tell her many times that it's my wedding and she has no say in the decisions, but she doesn't care about that. She's the kind of mom who wants my wedding dress a certain size and style. She wants the flowers to be her favorite. She asked to see the guest chart and uninvited some people without me knowing. I had to find out through my maid of honor and I was pissed. She was trying to control everything and she liked screaming at the wedding planner and caterer. On the day of my wedding, she joined the ladies in the dressing room and helped me get ready. She started making comments about my weight and how the dress didn't look that great with my figure. Then she started fussing over my hair, saying it wasn't perfect enough and my new husband wasn't going to like it. I hated to admit her comments were getting to me. She was critiquing everything. When I picked up my bouquet, she gasped dramatically. "Where's the one I picked out?" she demanded sharply. I stared at her coldly. "I got rid of it and ordered this one," I answered. "I like this one better." She huffed and muttered something about me being an ungrateful brat, but I let that comment go. She stormed out of the room after that and I breathed a sigh of relief. I finished getting ready and left the dressing room, heading for the building where the ceremony was taking place. As we were passing the large tent where the reception was happening, I heard loud screaming that sounded like my mom. I frowned and hurried to the noise where I found her shouting at the poor caterer. The caterer was getting red in the face from anger and I could tell she was about to quit. I quickly jumped in and yelled, "Stop! What is going on?" Mom glared at me. "She isn't serving the food I told her to serve," she snapped. "I wanted chicken, but they're serving fish." "Yes," I snarled. "They're serving the food I told them to serve. This isn't your wedding. This is mine." "You changed everything," Mom screeched. "Stop yelling," I ordered calmly. "Behave or get out of my wedding." I turned and strolled away without another glance at her. My maid of honor picked up my train and we headed to the ceremony. My dad walked me down the aisle as the music played, and there wasn't a dry face or frown in the audience as I made my way up to my fiancé. He was crying silently and took my hands in his, staring into my eyes. I smiled sweetly at him. Everything was going fine until the pastor asked the dreaded question, "Is there anyone here today who rejects this union?" I didn't think anyone was going to say anything, but then my mom stood up, red in the face with anger. "I do," she announced. The guests gasped with shock and the whispers immediately started. I stared at her in surprise. I knew she was having trouble with this, but I didn't think she was going to stoop this low. She pointed at my fiancé. "You aren't good enough for my daughter." Her voice grew louder with every word. "I've seen you looking at other women when we've been out to dinner before. I saw a girl slip you her phone number and you didn't immediately throw it away. I saw a text message thread between you and a girl named Sarah. You've been cheating on my daughter. Admit the truth." Her fists were balled against her sides as she stepped out into the aisle and began stalking forward. My fiancé glanced at me in irritation. "My eyes don't wander. Not like that," he explained. "The girl who gave me her number, I threw the number away as soon as we reached a trash can. As for Sarah, that's my little sister." He looked disgusted as he turned back to my mom. "I promise you I've never cheated on your daughter. I love her so much. As for you, I could have done without ever meeting you." Mom gaped at him in shock. "The audacity," she hissed. She glanced at me. "I forbid you from marrying this man." I sighed and shook my head. "I'm done, Mom. I want you out of my wedding. I promise you won't have anything to do with me or my family again." The guards dragged her out of the wedding venue, kicking and screaming curses at us. The guests cheered at her exit.